What we on, man? It is Wednesday, wonderful Wednesday. What's up, gang? Yeah. I don't know why I had that on me. What it do? What it do? What y'all on today? What's the word? See who all up in here, man. Crypto is looking really, really good today. Can y'all hear me just fine? Make sure my mic and everything is good. Yeah, crypto is looking good today, man. I'm gonna break down some news. I had my PC on all night doing something. So if my shit start crackling, just let me know. I know it did that one of the videos. Sometimes that happens if I leave my PC on all night. Did that shit accidentally. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's in here, man. It's wonderful Wednesday. The last day of the first half of the working week. We call it hump day. Usually Wednesday sets the tone for your Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So let's have a great Wednesday today. Open it up. Very, very, very positive. And we're gonna go over this crypto news, man. We got a lot of developments in the crypto space that could lead us into an altcoin season. I also created a model that is predicting an altcoin season for Q4, and we'll go over all of that. But let me know how y'all doing today, man. Let me know how y'all doing today. It's been a minute since we chopped it up. I also wanted to jump in your stream a couple weeks ago when in the trenches, but I guess I was too early then and late. I haven't streamed the trenches in a while. I haven't even been in the trenches in a while. I actually been outside of research. I've been kind of like disconnected from crypto outside of my research. So if it comes to like buying and selling and stuff like that, I haven't been really moving any funds around, right? I've just been really focused on research and just taking everything in from a macro standpoint. You see you jump starting the garage today. What's up, Wise? Max, like, yeah, hit that like. You go to the beach, hit me up, really. I want to get water. Pause. Pause, buddy. Pause. I'm feeling good today. I know I need to we gonna get back locked in. Right? The crypto market itself been extremely boring, guys. I mean, let's bring up what's going on. You can see that the sentiment in crypto has been at its all-time worse. So if you're not on crypto Twitter, you're probably not talking about cryptocurrency. A lot of the good stuff happens on crypto Twitter, and if you're on crypto Twitter every day, you would be thinking that everybody is talking about crypto, everybody is buying crypto, everybody is interested in crypto. But unfortunately, that's not the case. On the flip side, we do have bullish indicators happening on our XRT chart, and we'll talk about retail savings. I actually challenge everybody that's watching this stream to let me know how you feel retail savings is, right? You can share personal experience. You know, we don't judge anybody over here. I'm a regular person just like everybody else. But it really helps me with the sentiment, especially the people that follow my channel that happen to be inside the trucking industry and those industries that follow supply and demand, right? I mean, are things slowing up? If you are a manager or GM of some type of corporate or office, right? Have you guys moved away from the hiring processes? Like, I like to get real information from real people outside of just statistics, because we know that those stats that we get can be modified. All right, they can be modified. So just let the word to the wise, be efficient. But yeah, the crypto market is looking to react to the CPI report that came out today. So we did get a CPI report, but we also got on the horizon, we got a deal that could be finally coming into fruition between Donald Trump, US, right, and Z in China. So Trump did post, our deal with China is done subject to final approval with President Yi and me, full magnets and any necessary measures. Let's get to the good stuff. We are getting a total of 55% tariffs. China is getting 10%. Relationship is excellent. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So tariffs will continue. We'll continue to see how Jerome Powell himself views this deal, right, and how they can affect the greater market from a macro standpoint. But this is good news, right? Because we talked about in our last research report how important de-escalation news is, right? So we are getting that de-escalation news, and we also got some de-escalation news on the Elon Musk and Donald Trump front. So Elon Musk did post, and I think he may have deleted this, but he did post this in the middle of the night. As I regret some of my posts about President Donald Trump last week, they went too far. So there we have it. There we have it. So a little bit of de-escalation news. This could lead us into a nice, good move, and we all want to know what's going to happen with altcoins. Did y'all see Aura Pump? Aura Pump from a $1 million, literally, well, really a 200K, but people started paying attention to that at 1 million. But, and I, like I said, I wasn't in the trenches, so I didn't get a chance to take advantage of this. But Aura Pump from a $1 million market cap to a $77 million market cap. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. So the report did come out today. We got I created a actual research report for you guys. So let's talk about some of the things that's happening in crypto that we should be paying attention to. And it's kind of really fucked up, right? It's like every time, no, I'm not gonna say every time, I'm gonna just say this time, right? They prolong the next leg up. And I'm saying they as in the whales, the elites, the people that have the 1%, right? They got all the money, right? They prolonged, it seemed like they prolonged this next leg up to the point where virtually retail has no money to buy this, yet there's been a lot of institutional interest. So this tells me, in a way, this is manipulation, allegedly, because how the hell, right? And it seemed like retail is struggling, right? Yet we're seeing all of this ETF inflows from Bitcoin and ETH. It seems like the whales and the whales' friends and then the whatever governments, whatever you want to say, allegedly, seems like they got accessible liquidity and capital to buy this dip. Yet, why does it have to feel like, the middle class or the low class gets the last leg? I don't want to call them low class, right? I don't want to call them low class, but that's what they say, right? Low class, middle class. Who gives a fuck, right? I'm just saying, right? The people in the poor fucking house. I don't know. Anyway, market over current market conditions show exceptional strength, guys. Sometimes I get to thinking about some shit. So, when I was going over the XRT chart, because I was kind of like amazed, right? I was amazed, but also we got the ultimate RSI crosshair on the ETH/BTC chart, and we haven't had this in a while. In fact, the last time we had this was almost a year ago, right? November 2024, and it was short-lived. So we just gotta hope that this is the move, right? This is the move when Ethereum kicks off a potential altcoin season. But yeah, the report started off with the XRT, right? Because I was looking at that and I was like, wow, where is the, we talked about what makes up the XRT, right? And I think I still have it posted here for anybody that's interested. But why is it not loading? It's not loading right now. But anyway, I'll make a report about that maybe a little bit later. But we talked about the XRT, right? The savings account. Because I know I keep talking about this, but my motto is saying, right? If this thing explodes past this neckline, it's a good chance that we'll see an altcoin season in Q4, right? So the contrarian point of view here is that the Google Trends for cryptocurrency remains at 2021 levels, like as far as like historically bearish, historically indicating prime accumulation opportunities before major rallies, right? So our model is predicting that this is a contrarian signal, right? We need to be paying attention for Ethereum to break out past 3,000, right? There's also been reduced exchange supply indicating accumulation. The fear and greed index is sitting here at 65. Current marketing, macro factors supporting the bull case would be the U.S.-China tariff de-escalation, CPI, which was below today, then previous, right? Previous was like previous month, I think was like 2.3, but the previous year was like 2.5 or some shit like that. And we came in at 2.4. So not bullish towards month by month because we did tick up, but year by year bullish. Potential rate cuts in 2025. Strong institutional adoption. We're seeing that from the ETFs and inflows. Bitcoin having cycle effects, right? And I talked about how we don't have much time left in this 4-year cycle if you truly believe in 4-year cycles. So the market got to do something. Risk factors here would be high leverage, potential whale distribution, regulatory uncertainties, which is kind of crazy because we did get that news a few days ago of the SEC kind of loosening and having this pro DeFi stance. So can you imagine if this happened in 2020 or 2021? Like Bitcoin probably would have went to 200K, 500K, something crazy, right? But we're seeing all of this bullish shit happen, right? Yet price hasn't caught up. Price hasn't caught up to none of the fundamentals, in my opinion. I don't even think the price has priced in 3 federal rate cuts. So this is why it doesn't matter if I'm bullish or bearish short term. Long term, I'm bullish because I'm seeing these stars align. And I'm really, really bullish on AI. Like nothing's going to change that. Altcoin season forecast, Q4 2025 probability based on current metrics, right? Our model here is saying there's an 85% probability that we do get an altcoin season sometime in Q4. Key requirements for an altcoin season, just based on what the research that I've done. Bitcoin needs to consolidate and have some type of support between 120 and 140, which would be crazy seeing Bitcoin at 140,000. We need to see increased retail participation. This is huge, right? We need to see that Google Trends, right, get back around 50% or higher, which shows interest, which shows demand. Altcoin season index needs to be set above 75, so that's when you know your coin's going to be rolling. The thing is, you don't want to buy when the Google Trends pump, right? You don't want to buy when the Google Trends is above 50, right? And you know what I'm saying? You got to, not in my opinion, not financial. And what I am doing, plan on doing, right? I'm not going to say you got to, but what I do is I like to take advantage of the sentiment being low, but the fundamentals being strong. You get what I'm saying? Like, I like to take advantage of that. So just you know, when I say things like altcoin season index above 75, yeah, that's officially Bitcoin, altcoin. And then of course, right, the Bitcoin dominance, which is really, really, really close to printing a bearish cross on the ultimate RSI by Lux algo here. Very close. If we get this print, this could be very, very, very nice moves for the strongest altcoins in the market. So where we almost got what we need, right? The big boss is QT, right? That shit got to end, right? Trump's begging J Powell, bruh, stop that shit, bro. Trump says what he wants, bro, regardless how people feel. And then, you see Elon, he like, man, I'm not gonna go there with Trump. We're gonna cool it out. We're gonna talk behind the scenes. We're gonna get this together. All right, so altcoin season index above 75, right? Bitcoin dominance capitulate. Fed ending QT. Can we have an altcoin season within QT? That's still up. That's still, the jury is still out for that. I'm not going to say we can or we cannot. But that's like a risk you got to take, right? If you don't believe QT is going to end in 2025. And of course, the reduced Bitcoin dominance, we just talked about that, right? So, we're definitely getting things that we need to happen, right? In the macro, like the low VIX, the weak DXY, favorable liquidity, like all that shit is happening, right? Now because the XRT is right. Now we just need the Fed to come along, right? And that Bitcoin dominance to come down a little bit. We get those two things, it's up. Because those two things alone, once price action happens, right? Shit is gonna move fast. Just like we seen with Aura. Guys, literally Aura put in God candles. Like, I'm so mad because I used to hold Aura, but I got rid of it. I used to hold Aura, right? And hopefully what we seen that happened with Aura, hopefully that can return us to the roots where people believe in something and hold, and then eventually that shit pumps out of nowhere. Hopefully that example of what we seen with the Aura token on Solana, right, can bring back the resolve that we grew in crypto, the diamond hands, the being able to hold, the community, holding the fort. The shit that we used to say in 2020 and 2021, whatever, right? Hopefully that can get us back to where we were, right? Who knows, right? But we know the market is totally different as far as attention spent in today's, which changes quick as hell in crypto. Things change, like one thing might be the meta, one thing might be the strategy, one thing might be the method, and then it changes quick. Point of what I'm saying is things move fast in cryptocurrency. And it's kind of messed up, right? Because I know a lot of people have been holding on to crypto for a very long time, and they've been expecting this altcoin season, right? And it seems like the higher ups has been really literally making this thing as long drawn as possible to really shake out people. Like, for example, I watched what happened with SPX. As SPX went all the way to like, what, 50, 60, 70, 100 million, something small ass market cap, right? And now it's back at a 1 billion, but it just literally time capitulation probably shook a lot of people out. But the people that were able to just sit their money in, not care about it, hey, it is what it is. If it goes up, it goes up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Those are the people that usually get rewarded from those cryptocurrencies that do that. Usually that's what happens. I really like this website here. It's called cookie.fun. Okay, this is not a shield. They haven't paid me to do this, but you need some paid hey, marketing opening. But look, I really like to use this website when I'm looking for low cap gems, right? Things that everybody is talking about, but has a very, very small market cap, right? So I like to just, do a little bit of research and see what's going on here. I seen a gem on this joint like a couple of days ago where it was like $2-3 million market cap, and it was getting the same amount of mind share as stuff that has, huge market caps. Let me see here. This is like the 24. Let's see what the on the 7-day, which let's see what the month, because the month gives you an idea, right? What is this loud token? 1.8 million market cap. Everybody talking about that. I remember that. Attention token. Ugar. Arbis. Yeah, this is like mind share, right? It gives you an idea of, what token is being talked about the most, right? Has the highest, the best sentiment, right? It's only most engagement, those type of things. All right, we'll look at DeFi Llama. We are seeing the TVL spike higher. Love to see kind of a bearish divergence going here, right? The cryptocurrency price is going up, but the stable coin market cap looks to be going down a little bit. Don't like that. RWA TVL showing a little bit of weakness here, but we are seeing some strength with those them ETF inflows, right? When we talk about BTC and even Ethereum. So kind of a mixed sentiment here with the what I'm seeing on DeFi Llama, but generally speaking, when things are bullish, and technically we are bullish, right? Bitcoin, ETH, they're both above the bull market bands, looking to break out. But generally speaking, the TVL here is rising, and we are seeing that institutional interest from the ETF inflows, right? Not too concerned about what's going on with the RWA because I know that isn't going anywhere, but would like to see the market stablecoin market cap continue to go up because the more they print, the more you're just going to recycle that liquidity back into something like Bitcoin, which is a hedge, right? A hedge against inflation and what's been happening with the economy and even what's been happening with the restrictive monetary policy, right? This is what Bitcoin was created for. Right, so you want to see that interest there as well from the institutions. But that's pretty much it. I mean, not much else to look at. I mean, I guess we went over everything. Based on our model, there's a good chance we still do get altcoin season in Q4. Let's get into some of these comments here, man. He said, "How do I believe these actors?" Move from seed. Hold on. We about to get real here. Let me stop the music. Stop the music. Stop the music. Stop the music. I'm seeing some real comments here. Hold on. Let's get into some of these comments. Okay, crypto adoption comes. Crypto, bro. How can you believe these actors like Trump and Elon, them being angry with one another was scripted? I mean, what's the incentive of them like being angry at each other? Like, what's the incentive of Elon saying Trump? The reason Trump didn't drop the list is because he's on the Epstein list. Like, that's crazy. Like, okay, they could do a public spat and it could be scripted, but like to go to that level of disrespect is really it's hard for me to believe that was scripted there. I think there was just an emotional outrage by Elon because of them cutting back on some of the spending, the things that's going on with NASA and SpaceX, and also the things that's going on with those with China and Tesla being out there with China and them cutting back on some of those things. I think that Elon took that shit personal, right? And he you know what I mean, said what he said, but then he thought about it, right? Because a lot of these people are in a position of leadership, right? He thought about it and he was like, you know what? That was a little too petty. That was a little bit too emotional. You feel me? Let me delete all of this shit. Let me remove it, right? Let me just holler at Trump behind the scenes. But I think there was something there. I don't think that it was scripted, but I do think it was um, he just acted out without thinking, right? He acted without really thinking about what the fuck he was about to do and how could it could affect a lot of stuff because he's Elon Musk. He's putting himself out there to have key man risk for companies that he run like SpaceX, Starlink, and Tesla, right? So hey, but hey, if it was scripted, whatever they did, what they did, right? They got the market to come down a little bit. It gave opportunity for those who wanted to buy the dip, and if you bought the dip, hey, you probably made some money. Politics and business don't mix well. Elon and Trump are hurting my bank account. Emotional damage. Yeah, that was more so what had happened, right? Emotional damage, and on the flip side, Trump probably was taking a lot of shit personal that he was reading or seeing in public, like people like calling Elon Musk the shadow president and shit like that. That shit probably was like touching his ego. Like both of them are alphas, right? They have egos in some sort, right? Maybe narcissists in some sort. That's really how successful people are, right? It is what it is, right? People can say what they want to say about that, but it is what it is. And at that point where you got two people that have very strong personalities, at some point they're going to clash. At some point they are going to clash. We only can hope that it doesn't become this public clown show, right? This public circus for the people to make to add fuel to the fire. That's just how I view it personally. What's up, Colton? I believe the longer Bitcoin stays up, the longer and stronger. I agree because the longer Bitcoin kind of continues to trap that liquidity and take it higher to maybe 120 and 130, the more stronger the liquidity rotation will be into Ethereum and specific altcoins. So I agree 110%, Giovanni. Uh, man, it seems like SPX 1600 might be the best play this side. I don't know, man. There's a lot of plays that could have been the best plays this cycle, right? Not just that, but the cabal just be pumping shit. And if you're not like in these Telegram groups, if you're not constantly on Twitter, or you don't constantly have scanners set up or being in these groups, you could miss a generational opportunity. Like I think my boy Connor on chain. I believe that he held Aura, and I'm happy that he's able to see that type of success that Aura. I think it did like a 70x overnight, and he was one of the guys that just held on to Aura, sit it and forget it, and then you wake up to a big fucking bag, man. It happens. It happens. My bags are packed. Glad to see that, Tails. Yeah, let's get them likes in. I wonder if any one of those 420 tokens that we've seen in the trenches will become massive meme coin. I don't know, but it's curious thought. Right? And also the next best meme coin to reach Shiba Inu and Pepe level. I think he just named one, right? SPX is probably one of the ones where you gotta think about it. Like that shit went down, right? But Mirage just kept like going on TikTok and just shilling it. But there's also a lot of meme coins that have those type of strong communities that haven't had that like SPX pump yet, right? I would say Land Wolf is one. Like that whole Matt Ferry Pepe narrative. All will retire, right? Like everybody focusing on creating a meme coin with the theme of retirement behind it, right? That's something that can resonate. You want to find things that can resonate with virality. That's why the cabal chose Aura. Everybody talks about Aura. Aura is literally everywhere. Aura this, Aura that. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm him. I got Aura. Him. You know what I'm saying? Motion. You know what I mean? All of that shit is just like can be tokenized. Literally anything can be tokenized, right? So it's just like it's no perfect pick. It all comes down to the theme. Is it viral? And supply control, the people that's actually behind the token, right? So if they're gonna hold their tokens and they're gonna continue to shill, and you got a community behind it, and you got these whales behind it that's just gonna push it and share it with more whales. That's kind of like the recipe to having a successful cabal token. That's like the recipe. Zabek about to have commercial. I'm bullish on Zabek because it's really attacking a niche, in my opinion. When you look at the payroll market in the POS market, those little machines, devices that you see in any gas station, store, wherever you go, if you got to swipe it, that's a POS machine. You know what I'm saying? If these get switched out for like Web3 versions, that's going to be huge for Zabek, right? That's attacking a $1 billion industry. Yeah, I'm bullish on XRP. I think XRP kind of partnered. I think they partnered with a token that one of the tokens that I hold. I don't know if it's AXGT. Did XRP partner with AXGT? I don't know. It's one of the tokens that I actually hold. Yeah, Elon did speak out too fast. Don't write your check. You can't cash. Yeah, man. Sometimes we get, human nature, right? We get a little bit too emotional on shit. You know what I mean? And we just act, opposed to like thinking and understanding that, every, anything that you can do or say can require, a response, a retaliation, action. I like that name. All will retire. Yeah. I think it's AWR is the ticker. But yeah, that's pretty much a good one. Yeah, I'm bullish. I'm bullish on XRP, man. I'm very bullish on XRP. But I wouldn't buy it, right? I'm just bullish on it for the purpose of cryptos, right? But I am interested in some of the beta plays that may partner with XRP, right? There's some stuff out there with smaller market caps that are starting to partner with XRP, and I would look into those. I would look into those. Yeah, all will retire, man. Very, very, very good one. Jumpstart, what's up? Yeah, man. With that, but yeah, not much going on in crypto. Not much going on in crypto, but just enough to that could probably be a catalyst for the market. So we pretty much talked about everything, man. We talked about Bitcoin, DXY, VIX, stuff like that. My model did give an 85% probability. And when I was doing this research, I was thinking um, like, when actually could it possibly happen, right? When can it happen? Because if the Bitcoin dominance goes down now, we still haven't really gotten that. We still haven't really gotten that breakout yet. From our stock RSI, Lux Algo, Ultimate RSI, should I say, on Lux Algo, we haven't gotten that yet, right? But the potential inverted head and shoulders pattern that I'm looking here on the total three could mean a massive move from altcoins, and altcoin season probably will start once we get above a one, probably a 1 trillion, 1.1 trillion market cap. This is total three. This is the entire altcoin market, excluding BTC and Ethereum. But once we get over 1.1 trillion in the altcoin market, and we turn the last high into support and enter price discovery, altcoins are going to go crazy. Everybody's going to be talking about altcoins. Everything's going to be crazy. People are going to probably drop games, and I wouldn't be surprised if GTA drops out because crypto will be in it. Like, so much shit is going to happen when these altcoins start flying that if you don't already have skin in the game, you're going to miss the whole move. So yeah, I would say right now, you're kind of like, if you're waiting for confirmation, it's going to be tough for you to really get those really, really good deals in crypto. Optimally speaking, right? If you truly believe the next leg up is happening, if it's going to happen, you got conviction, you believe it's going to happen, I wouldn't wait any longer. I wouldn't wait any longer at all. But you got to be, you got to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Drink some, I got my water. God damn. Shit. All right, back to what I was saying. You got to be aware that there's this huge neckline sitting here at about 900 billion, right? So let me zoom it in for you guys so you actually can see. This is what we call here a neckline, right? This is a lot of structure here, and this structure can serve as resistance. So yes, the total three is back above the 50-day EMA, 21-day EMA. That's all good, right? But we got a neckline here, this white line here at about 900 billion. If we can get it back above that, that's a step in the right direction, right? This, in my opinion, would be buying confirmation. If we can turn this white line into support on the total three, now you're buying into confirmation. In my opinion, if you wait to buy up here into confirmation, you're probably going to lose out on a lot of opportunity in crypto, right? So it's just, like I said, this shit is gambling, right? This is really just taking a risk, saying, okay, I'm gonna buy as much of the strongest altcoins, 5 of them, maybe a good 5 of them. You don't need no more, just 5 good strong altcoins, right? Anticipating we're gonna get this ultimate RSI cross, and the market has to price in 3 Fed cuts. I'm going to take a chance and anticipate that's what's going to happen. Now you're taking a risk, right? This is part of what crypto is. There is no like guarantees in crypto, should I say? There is no guarantees in crypto. I want to put that out right now. But you're not going to get a better setup than what I'm seeing on this total three. You're probably not going to get a better setup. You got an uptrend. You got a potential inverted head and shoulders, right? And we're just staring at this neckline and price discovery right here. On top of everything fundamentally that's happening in crypto, in altcoins, with the laws, SEC, and the macro potentially turning a corner. So you're taking a chance here, right? And I get it. Like, some people are just fucking tired of this shit, bro. Just frustrated. Like, bro, I can't keep waiting for this to happen. Like, I get it. But Aura is a perfect example of just having patience and then boom, a 70x overnight, bro. That is crazy. To just like, oh man, damn, I got $1,000 sitting in something, and then wake up, you got 70K. Think about it. Some people woke up to 70K. It probably hurt to see that 1K just sitting there, but again, somebody woke up yesterday to $70,000, and they had $1,000 just sitting in a random meme coin. And I think shit like that can still happen with altcoins, specifically AI coins and RWA coins, because we haven't seen no massive players just come out and put crypto on its back, right? Like a star player. We haven't seen really a star player besides BlackRock. But we need more star players, right? We need a big three. BlackRock not enough, bruh. You know what I'm saying? The league way different today. We got 1.8 million. You know what I'm saying? We got way more talent, right? If it was the 90s, BlackRock could have did some MJ shit and carried this shit. But now we need the big three. LeBron need help, bro. LeBron need help. So we get that big three. I don't know. How will altcoins look with Bitcoin sitting at 140,000? You got to ask yourself, how will your favorite altcoins look when Bitcoin is sitting at 140,000? You know, who knows? Who freaking knows, man? I think ZBCN and Ripple working on a collab. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about that. XRP will eventually overtake ETH. Okay, I would love alt season now, but I would love it better the higher Bitcoin gets to, because the more it will fall. Yes, 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 yes. More liquidity. The more liquidity is like the more liquidity Bitcoin can soak in, the more volatile that liquidity rotation is going to be into altcoins. That's true. He said, "Yeah, I seen the commercial. I think I seen it on a Twitter page. I think I seen it on a Twitter page. But yeah, that's it, guys. Just keep your eye on the market. I know it's hella fucking boring right now. It's just really institutional hype in crypto Twitter. But like, whenever you need that motivation, just go on crypto Twitter, man. You can find a lot of motivation. You can find a lot of stuff on crypto Twitter and these telegrams that's not happening on YouTube, or that's not happening just by looking on Coin Market Cap or crypto bubbles. Like, you really gotta go down some of these rabbit holes and make connections, man. Make connections, network, right? Network can get your net worth up, right? If you networking with these whales and these people, eventually you're gonna find yourself in one of those groups. All it takes is one of those groups. And once you get in one of those groups, just by networking, you probably gonna get everything early. But the thing is, the groups change. People leave crypto, people come in crypto, new people start spawning new groups, right? So you always gotta be moving, you always gotta be on point. You can't just never get comfortable in cryptocurrency. I get it, I understand. Less is Bitcoin, right? You can never get comfortable in cryptocurrency. For years, I tried telling friends and families and coworkers about crypto. They laughed or brushed it off. Now they're all coming back curious and asking me about this XRP thing. How times has changed. Yeah, the XRP is very, very popular. As far as retail, I noticed that when I went to go do those outreach videos and doing some of that grunt work, that groundwork, baby, and asking people about crypto, I was surprised how often people said, I hold XRP. So like XRP is very popular to normies. And this is why many believe when normies come back to crypto, they'll come back to Coinbase first and some of these exchanges. And this is why there is a theme going around that Base could be the next big ecosystem to blow, because normies come to Coinbase first, right? They come to Coinbase and then they, maybe they start, messing with DeFi wallets and stuff like that. Because that's how it was when I got on crypto.com. When I got on crypto.com, at first I was just like playing around with tokens that were on the exchange, right? And then I started to learn about getting into tokens before they got listed on exchanges, right? And that's when you start to go down these rabbit holes of these other ecosystems, like maybe Solana. I would say Solana because I'm big on Sol, but I wouldn't argue against anybody thinking that this altcoin season will be massive for Base ecosystem, because I know there's going to be shit pumping and spawning out of thin air on Base as well. Like Base at one point made me a whole lot of money. What was this, 2024? Yeah, 2024 and 20, I think it was 2024, 23. I can't remember now. It seems like time goes so fast in crypto, but it was at one point the Discord was really, really popping and everybody was buying shit on Base. Like Base was the place to be. So I wouldn't argue anybody that says Base is going to be huge this cycle. What's up, Sinku? XRP also has an ecosystem too. Like, yeah, they got meme coins and shit over there on XRP. And don't sleep on Tau subnets and stuff like that, man. Made some good bank from Tau subnets. Took profits on a lot of my Tau subnets, but didn't sell my Tau. Just rolled it back into Tau. Staked my Tau, and now I'm earning that root in APY and looking to find some more new subnets, or maybe some cool, interesting subnets. The only subnet that I have a large amount in currently is Gradients, which is I believe subnet 56. Yeah, subnet 56, which is Gradients. Yeah, that's like my biggest subnet holding. Outside of that, I hold mostly in Tau and a few other little subnets, but I've took profits on some of those. XRP. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, look, I'm not gonna hold you guys and make this thing too long drawn out, man. We just have to see how the market prices in this CPI data, and I think we do got a FOMC meeting coming in 7 days. So Jay Powell is going to tell us more about what he thinks about this tariff deal between the U.S. and China. There's a 0% chance that we get any type of pause, so keep that in mind. As far as July, it's a 16% chance that we get ease. And the market, in my opinion, still hasn't priced in a Fed cut for September, October, and December. So look for that, because if that happens, right, we can see an influx of institutional liquidity come in, anticipating that we are going to get some type of easing for retail. So institutions going to come buy this shit up, right? Maybe they dump it first and then create fear, right? Shake people out. But the institutions are going to come buy this shit up. So pay attention to some of those metrics, because the market has to price this in. And the market is going to price in some type of stimulus or easing happening for retail, which was going to give retail more money. So I would grind now. I'm, grinding now, right? Grind now, anticipating that we do see a crazy Q4, Q3 with cryptocurrency. I mean, Q4s and Q3s usually always be kind of good. Except I think, like, since I've been in crypto, it's been 2 out of 3 Q4s has been good, right? One Q4 was like terrible, right? But then January 2023, everything pumped, right? So like Q4s usually are bullish in my opinion. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing from Tao, man. Even though it's silent, I'm cool with it. Yeah. We talked about that, man. Like, look how silent it is, guys. And Bitcoin is literally at 110,000. Literally not getting no views. Like, pay attention to my channel. When you start seeing marketing coming in, when you start seeing me getting paid deals and shit like that, that's how you know money is moving around in crypto, and people are starting. They want their crypto to be seen by the masses, right? So you start to see that marketing come in from a lot of these projects. We're just not there yet. The sentiment is just really on zero. But could this be the reversal here? Because it seems like it stopped, right? Right, and this is an example. When you see the price is strong, but the sentiment not there, that is accumulation, chat. That is accumulation happening before your eyes. That's what that is. That's accumulation. I mean, it's not the normies accumulating, or maybe not the retail that has money. You know, maybe they're not accumulating, but whales, elites, institutions, big players, they're accumulated. I do fucking apologize. I'm a little under weather. I got my nose is stopped up. Please excuse me. I need to get me some of that lemon ginger. But I think what happened was I think I had my AC on too long last night. I had my AC on too long last night, and it might have got me under the weather. I knew I should have got up and cut my AC off. Now I got goddamn sniffles. I don't hold it, but yo. Staking and all of that stuff. That's right here. Let me show you what benefits a project like Aave. This all that stuff that they're pro DeFi on, staking and this and everything DeFi, and where we're seeing bullish implications from the SEC, right? Is very, very bullish for DeFi projects like Aave, right? That allows you to like earn passive income through staking and all this crazy shit. So the stuff that's happening with the SEC is very, very bullish for projects like Aave, Pendle. Like, pay attention to them DeFi projects. Don't sleep on them. Pendle, Aave, Uniswap, the Dexes, right? Uniswap, Radium, Jupiter. Once Solana gets the ETF approval, yes, DeFi plays are back. DeFi plays are back, man. DeFi plays are back. Utility is back, in my opinion. Like, the SEC is telling y'all, like, man, go full port this shit. Meme coins are collectibles. Hell, the president got one. So I don't know, man. Should I become a serial developer and just send some shit, man? I'm seeing a lot of it on Twitter. It's like, okay, bro. Maybe a CTO extravagance, a CTO, the CTO guy, right? Just find something that has good distro, right? Good distribution, and just CTO it, right? Well, that's what the cabal do. Onion juice. That doesn't sound tasty. Butterfly, not yet. One more quick short dump. One more. Yeah, man. Yeah, maybe. Buy in July. DeFi Dex PNG on AVAX. Drinks when you use as nasty as hell, but will help a cold. Put sugar on a cut onion and say, "What the hell, boy? What you want me to do?" The tells him and said, "Put sugar on the onion." I ain't never heard of that. But goddamn, you trying to put a spell on me, dog? What you on, bro? Drink some onion juice? Oh man, you trying to have me all out here all bad with the ladies drinking onion juice, boy? A Georgia number is calling me. I'm gonna have to call them back. What's mine? What you laughing at, dog? Oh shit. I'm trying to go for the full hour. All right, is that it, man? Any other comments, man? We chilled. I appreciate everybody. I know it's like 20 people, but we. I don't care if it's one person. I come up here and I stream. I stream like I'm talking to a full goddamn stadium. He said it's some country shit. Yeah, that is some country shit, bro. You talk about cut some onions. I thought you was gonna tell me to drink a ginger shot or something. I said cut some onions and put some sugar on it, boy. What y'all granny was doing back in the day? Yeah, you from the country. All I need is a 4X and I can quit my shitty job. Man, let me tell you something. Appreciate that job. If you in crypto and you got your job, appreciate that shit. Like, Appreciate that shit, bro. Like having like that extra like umbrella to fall back on when crypto is having the quiet moments is was I man, I loved it. I loved it. So like appreciate your job, bro. You know what I mean? And use that as a stepping stone to get to where you want to get to. You'll get there, right? Regardless, right? Sometimes we be so fucking confident that we lose appreciation on some of the things that can get us to where we need to get there. A little bit faster, BM gonna be blowing my phone up and left on read. Why you doing that, man? You gonna be able to create generational wealth this altcoin season. You know, $2 from Wise Mind. Oh, thank you, man. I'm gonna get me some Theraflu with the two beans. I'm gonna give me some Theraflu with the two beans, dog. I'm gonna give me some Theraflu with the two beans, bro. Appreciate that, Wise Mind. Well, my legs is like noodles. I was hooping 2 days in a row, and I forgot that I wasn't like 17, 18, 19 no more, bro. I got the noodle legs right now, man. I can barely feel my legs. And I did this after a gym session. What was I thinking? I thought I was LeBron, but ended up leaving the court like Derrick Rose. The injuries, sore Achilles, and some bullshit. What? Said take a shot of moonshine. I ain't been drinking no alcohol, man. I've been on my healthy shit lately. I ain't been drinking no alcohol. Maybe I need a shot. I need a good shot of Jack Daniels. They said that's good too for like bacteria and shit. Mucus, Jack Daniels. What was it? Whiskey should I say? Whiskey. Appreciate that two bean. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm chilling. We got, just chilling, guys. Just chilling. Just chilling. Yeah, Wise Mind, bro. I went out there and thought I was MJ, bro. I had the first game I was like MJ. And then after that, it was over with, bro. I didn't have no more legs left, bro. It was done. My legs was done, bro. I pulled up, I thought I had jumped out the hyperbolic time chamber like LeBron. I was like, yeah, I'm about to pull some LeBron shit out here. Yeah, yeah. 20 years, yeah, in the NBA. Left that mug like D Rose with torn ACL. God damn. God damn. Lord help me. Lord help me. I gotta rub my shins right now, chat. Them shits is spicy. All right, who we got money on tonight? OKC. Did y'all see that shit on crypto.com? Like crypto.com lets you literally like bet on the game, bro. That was when I seen that, I'm like, bro, why is crypto.com so slept on? Like, why is that platform? I think it's because the platform is separate from the actual token. I don't know at what point they did that. They should have just had it all like the Crow token serving as utility. But since it doesn't, a lot of people say, oh, crypto.com platform is different from the token Crow, whatever. The platform is fucking dope as hell. Like you can even bet on the game and shit. Like that shit is dope. Collagen powders? No, I haven't. I use collagen from like fruits and stuff for like to moisturize my face and my skin, but I never knew that you can use collagen for joints. I got joint supplements back there. I'm getting old, but shit. What my uncle say he used? Geritol or some shit? What he Geritol? He said, bro, sometimes I gotta throw that Geritol on before I go to the gym. I said, what? But now I see what he talking about. My joints ain't as oily as they usually are. I need some WD-40 on these mugs. These joints was hopped out kind of rusty. I need some WD-40 sprayed on my joints ASAP. Don't worry, them joints still work real good when it's time for the ladies. When it's time for the ladies, the joints work just fine. We ain't getting no Charlie horses or nothing when it's time for the ladies. Crow, because that reason the low key is better than Coin. To me, it is better than Coinbase. The UI of the platform is absolutely horrible, right? It's slow, it's clunky. If they can like make it Like how what's the shit on my phone? Phantom Wallet is on my phone. How Phantom Wallet move fast. Like it's not all janky and clunky. Like if crypto.com can fix that aspect, it'll blow Coinbase out of the water because everything that you could do on that platform far outshines everything you could do on Coinbase, in my opinion. Take some olive oil. Okay, take some olive oil for the joints. Take some olive oil for the joints. Man, I cooked some banging ass Nashville hot chicken tenders yesterday. I'm telling you, the boy, your boy, like Chef Boyardee in the kitchen. I told my lady, hey, taste these chicken tenders I just cooked. The Nashville hot sauce in it. I made the spices so perfect. Man, I can taste it right now. I need to go warm me up one of them chicken tenders. Keita will flip Casper. I seen a lot of like FUD yesterday on KTA and the community like stood up. Oh no, let's go look at it. Yeah, KTA, right. There was a lot of FUD on it. Yeah, but why you want to flip Casper, bro? Like, why you want to make it like a whole like keto flip Casper? Like, what's up with the toxicity? Why we all can't get along, bro? Yeah, this has been going crazy, bro. I did a huge article in my Patreon on KTA, right? So let me actually pull it up and see if I can actually find it. See if I can actually find it, gang. KTA. All right. So this was April 23rd. Bro, this shit almost well, this shit almost done did like almost a 20x, bro, since I posted it in my Patreon. So here, this is what I'm saying. I know maybe people don't pay attention to the post in the Patreon. I really don't care. Like I said, I posted this in the Patreon right here. What was it? KTA. Where did I post this? I posted this on April 23rd. More on Kita Network, KTA. The price was literally 15 cents when I posted it. 15 cents in the Patreon when I posted this shit. And as you can see, this is the type of stuff that I be doing in the Patreon. I gave you everything you needed to know about this project. Everything that you needed to know about it. Utility, use case. And I think it was like at 15 cents when I posted this in the Patreon. So salute to anybody that bought this, and I know I put it in the higher tiers, but salute to anybody who like bought this. As you can see, I did some detailed research here on KTA, and this was when it was 15 cents. So that you see it, no cap in my rap. Now it's sitting here at $1.31. So that's the type of shit that I do in the Patreon, right? When I share the shit in the Patreon, of course, nobody be really paying attention because they be like, oh, maybe it's a good play, maybe it's not, right? But then you wake up and you see something go from 15 cents to $1.31, and you like, damn, Millie shared that in his Patreon when it was 15 cents. So there you go. There you have it. When you gonna join CG community? Man, I'm a KOL, bro. Send some tokens. Oh, I'm messing with you, bro. Nah, I don't know. I don't know. I'll probably buy it before Grand Theft Auto come out. Very bullish on RSR. Very bullish on RSR. Very bullish on RSR, man. Very bullish. I have very, very, very bullish on RSR. I think it's now listed on Coinbase and Crypto.com. So now you can get this thing on crypto.com and Coinbase. Yep, crypto.com and Coinbase. So I like the accessibility here with RSR. Again, it's under a $1 billion market cap, and it hasn't had its pump yet. Yet the SEC chairman is also a former private investor into RSR. So there you go. The guy that's calling the shots in the SEC has allegedly has connections with RSR. And I think it's also USA based. So I like projects like this that have the utility, have everything. Gotta pay attention to the token locks though, right? Any token locks on the way? That's the one thing you do unlock lock. So it's still 42% locked. So yeah, you do want to pay attention to this here. The 42% that's still locked. I think that's probably the one thing that probably holding back the token is the tokenomics. But they have bullish fundamentals, like we see from some of the top 200 coins. And like we seen from XCN, man, these tokens, like we see Macy from Casper with a C, these tokens that just have this massive accumulation. If we get an altcoin season, they're probably going to do numbers. They ain't going to do no like 100x or no shit like that. They probably do a 10x, 15x, maybe a 20x, depending on how much liquidity rolls into altcoin season. Ondo, that's too high for me. I think Tau is really too high of a market cap too, but I got into Tau when it was kind of lower, and now I can like use my Tau earnings to like buy subnets. But like based on the money I'm trying to make in this last leg, I gotta buy shit that has smaller market caps. I'm being real with you guys. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be buying these $1 billion market cap tokens. I'm buying shit that's 10 million or higher, or sometimes lower than 10 million, right? I don't think this time like you got to go too low, like unless you like trading memes and shit like that. Maybe you go down to 100k, 200k, 300k shitters. But I think like 10 million and up, 10 million to 100 million there's some really good tokens in that window. One of the ones that I would pay attention to, like I said, I know enough people don't watch this, but this token right here, AXGT. This is the number one decentralized science token in the world. They also have a former SEC member on the helm of the team. Axon DAO. Go do your research. I'm not going to go into what it is. It's a decentralized science project. Do your research on it and you'll understand why I'm so bullish on Axon DAO. I've been telling y'all about this token for almost 6 months now. Pythia. And it has went from a $11 million market, it was like probably like $9 million market cap, to is now at a $30 million market cap. Yeah, it was like 9, 10 million. 10 million. Let's say 10 million. So it's done a 3x quietly. Quietly. I got a nice good Pythia bag. It's the same tokens that I'm holding. It's the same tokens that I've been talking about. The same tokens. I got a couple new ones that I did share in the Patreon. That's on Solana. And one on Base. In fact, I'll share the one on Base. I think I can share it on, because it's a pretty good token. It's a pretty big token, so I'll share it. The one on Base that I really like, but it falls into the decentralized physical AI narrative, physical robotics, which is a Yuki Labs, and we've seen some nice moves from some Base tokens, but I don't think this has had its move yet. So if Base season happens and Ethereum explodes, I like a project like a Yuki Labs that hasn't had its pump yet, that it's embedded in one of the top narratives, decentralized physical AI, physical robotics. So I really, really like that. I'm a big fan of Peak. Big fan of what's happening with Peak. And I don't think Peak has had its move yet, but this is a huge D-pin project. And this falls into robotics and all that extra sugar honey iced tea too. All right. Peak. Wish this had better tokenomics, but I'm not really thinking about tokenomics. I'm looking at, can this go from a market cap from 100 billion to 100 million to 1 billion? I think it can. Even with the 415 FDV. I think it can. Just embedded in the deep in sector, right? There's some really good RWA plays. Big data market. Of course, I like Jasmine, but a sleeper in the big data market is Constellation, DHG, ticker DHG. Similar to what we seen from Reserve RSR. Very, very, very good project. Almost fully in dilution when you look at the market cap to FDV ratio. Hasn't had its move yet, but this has some of the most bullish partnerships. It's literally partnered with the Air Force or some shit, like military, streamlining their data services. Right? There's some stuff that's happening on. There's some Tau subnets are actually on CoinGecko now, but there's some Tau subnets out there that's handling like GPU and compute power and cloud storage. I think that's a huge narrative as well. But DAG and Jasmine would be my top two players in the big data market. Constellation and Jasmine. So I'm dropping y'all gems low key though, right? I need to do an altcoin video, right, on my favorite altcoin gems, right? Um Tars AI is one. I know they sponsor my channel, but it's actually a legit token. It's really, really good token. Tars AI is like the AI hub on Solana, backed by Solana Foundation. I like ALCH on Solana. But I found another project with a very, very, very small market cap that I really, really like on Sol as well. White Rock, right? White Rock is another good one, right? Because they just partner with the oil company, but that shit done pumped, right? I think White Rock is now in the top 100. And there's always some new coins coming in, right? But yeah, the market is starting to pump, by the way. Solana is like, the trenches is probably about to send. If, yes, 170 Solana trenches is probably doing real well. I probably need to load up my trench wallet and get the trench in today, man. I probably should do that and make some money going into the weekend. Sui bounced back strong. Like, people still bullish on Sui. They're not talking about Facebook secretly working with Sui allegedly. Thoughts on spot SQT. I like RSR. 88 went from 1 billion to 50 billion last cycle. Yes, that is true on chain Ace. That is true. And the only project that I think that can do that today is Hyperliquid, which is a $14 billion market. I think Hyperliquid is probably like can do something like ADA. I also think Tau, if Tau ecosystem blows up, then it can do something like ADA. But that does, like, every one of these is not going to be the next ADA to be the next 50x as a $1 billion project. That doesn't happen all the time. So it's an outlier. It's hard for me to say every one of these projects over $1 billion can do a 50x. Can it happen? Yes. Will all of them do it? Probably not. Probably not. I can see why Hype can do it though. I can see why Sui could do it. I can see why Tao could do it. And there might be a meme coin that could definitely do it. Maybe SPX. Maybe I can see SPX going from a $1 billion market cap to a $50 billion market cap in a full-blown altcoin season. I can see this happening. I can see an AI coin doing it. I can see maybe Fart Coin doing it too. I can see Fart Coin doing it too. Fart Coin or SPX, that's probably like, a lot of people would say Pingu, right? Pingu, because this has probably the strongest pure meme coin community than any meme coin out there. Allegedly, that's been the theme for Pingu. Maybe Virtuals has some type of massive AI project that just becomes adopted by the world, and we see Virtuals go from a $1 billion to a $100 billion market cap. Same can be said for Tao. So yes, it can happen. There's definitely things that can cause that to happen. I would never take that away from it. But we've been saying that these things were going to happen for a very long time, and they just haven't. They just haven't. SQT, similar to what we seen from what was that? What was the SQT of the cycle last cycle? I forgot the name of the fucking project. What was the name of it? It was an AI project, but it was very similar to SQT. But yes, SQT could probably do what that project did. What's Type Hyper Gaming? SPA. I think that has something to do with like stable coins and stuff, right? I feel like DeFi will really move next cycle. More thoughts this cycle. I think there's going to be some plays in decentralized science, but I agree. Maybe we're before our time on that narrative. Maybe that is a possibility. But the stuff that I'm seeing with AXGT and the people that's behind Pythia is the reason why I'm bullish on those specifically. But there's other crypto projects out there in the decentralized science sector that are really good as well. I'm not really into Pyth. KIP protocol, what are your thoughts? I haven't done much research into Pyth or KIP protocol. Never heard of Wars. This is Hypnotic, but this is my crypto channel. GD Crypto. All right, man, I'll follow you. Cookie, I like Cookie DAO. That shit exploded, bro, and I didn't even know it did, bro. It went crazy. But I like the website, I like everything. What about Jasmine? Why down? I'll pull up the chart for Jasmine for you, good brother. He said why down. I mean, it depends on your perspective of what you mean is down. I mean, Jasmine is looks like a normal cryptocurrency to me. I don't see nothing wrong with Jasmine. It did a 20x from the lows to the highs, and it's put in a strong correction and looking to get back on page, right? Looks like this inverted head and shoulder wants to be invalid, but as long as Jasmine can hold the 786, which is about 1-2, and we're literally staring at a potential ultimate RSI cross on Jasmine as well. So if Ethereum explodes, it's going to take Jasmine with it. We'll get the ultimate RSI cross once ETH explodes, which is a good chance. It looks like it is. ETH BTC even has an ultimate RSI cross. There's like a 60-70% correlation with Jasmine and ETH. ETH gets the cross. ETH BTC gets the cross. Jasmine most likely gets the cross, and Jasmine most likely bounces from here to the upside as long as the altcoin market stays healthy. So what you should be doing, and what I am happy about, right, for anybody that missed Jasmine or may have bought the top, this is an optimal opportunity for people to either bring down their averages or find an initial entry in Jasmine. All pending, right? All on behalf, if you truly believe that altcoin season is going to happen. If you don't believe it's going to happen, well then I don't even know why you watch YouTube videos or follow YouTube, right? You just here to just pass time. I'm not sure, but I'm anticipating that we get an altcoin season. My model says there's an eight out of 10 chance we get out of altcoin season. My other model said there's a 7 to 10 chance that we get the next leg up for the cryptocurrency market. Everything is pointing to next leg up, but hey, shit can get rejected. Jasmine can get rejected at these moving averages. Jasmine can get rejected at the 618. Rejection can happen, and it's normal. And the downtrend can continue. So you always want to be aware that anything can happen, right? But in my perspective, Jasmine's chart looks healthy. The TA is on schedule. And until we break out of this red box here to the downside, which is about 208, Jasmine, in my opinion, is still bullish. According to TA, the bull market support band, according to TA, Jasmine is bullish above about 1.7. So as long as Jasmine can turn 1.7, which is the bull market bands, into support, technically it's still bullish. There we go. There's your Jasmine TNA for the day. Creator bid. I gotta check out Creator bid. I don't think I've ever been on that one. SVSFR coin got the juice here. Can you please check Creator bid? Washington trying to trade Jordan Poole. Trade him back to the Warriors, bro. That's where the man belongs. That's where Jordan Poole belongs. Creator bid. All right. BID. So BID is the token that we're looking at. Creator bid, $16 million market cap. Is this on base? All right, creator bid, $16 million market cap, 16.2, 62.4 FDV, Binance. Oh man, I don't really like. I'm not a big fan of Binance, bro. Like, I just bad experience. Cool, but don't like that it's on BNB. I don't really like that. All right, moving on along. Jasmine price prediction 2025. Jasmine has potential to do another 20x. Just have patience. Yeah, it does. It does. Price prediction, nah, not giving no price prediction. Go find one of the Jasmine Moon Boys. They'll give you price predictions all day long. Sorry, just not me. Jasmine 15 cents this cycle. Possibility. My thesis has always been 10 cent to $1. Hopefully it gets there. Toshi, bullish on Toshi. You like what they're doing. Hong Strong team is going to send Toshi. Yeah, I think there would be some chosen meme coins on base. You got, of course, Brett. Got Miggles. And then you got Toshi, right? And they got a couple others that's pretty good as well. So, yeah. What's up, RL Morris? Good to see some of the Elon fan up in here. We got 30 people in here, guys. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and keep your favorite crypto and daughter or entrepreneur inside the algorithms. Market cap prediction for Jasmine, anywhere between a $10 billion to a $50 billion market cap. Making a smoothie right now. That does sound good, right? I gotta let my body rest today, so I'm gonna try to eat as least as I can, because I know I'm not gonna be doing any type of working out or running around. Man, I gotta let my legs heal up. Elon, you still bullish on Elon? That's what's up. Elon, let's see where Elon is. Let's look at Elon on the chart. Let's look at Elon on the chart for my fellow Elonians. My fellow Elonians. I didn't even look to see if what am I looking at? I haven't even looked at what's that tether KuCoin tether KuCoin. I haven't looked at Dogecoin in a little minute either. Well, we're right back at where we are. Elon still needs to get back above the bull market bands, but I mean, look at this accumulation here. Like this accumulation has been godly, right? Can it pull a aura where it just like starts sending? But massive accumulation here from Elon, and it just holds this support so well at about 6012. It really holds it well. Really, like once it gets to 6012, it seems like it's exhausted. So anybody who's like giga bullish on this project has had tons of time to accumulate, right? And man, will this thing right here, will it slingshot? It could, man. It could fucking slingshot if we go into an altcoin season. La Boo Boo? LA Boo Boo. I think I seen that. Where did I seen that at? I'm gonna have to put up GMGN. I need to hit the trenches, dog. Oh, bro, I need to hit the trenches, bro. La Boo Boo. Damn, that shit just exploded, didn't it? What the? Damn, Ansem bought the dip. Ansem bought like right before. Did he buy right before it exploded? That's crazy. No, he bought the dip after it exploded. But yeah, like this is what I'm talking about right here, guys. Like, man, you see it. Like, it's gonna be a lot of charts, that do this. It's gonna be a lot of charts, bruh. A lot of them that do this, put these huge accumulations, right? This is what y'all want Elon and Jasmine and all these projects to do, right? There's going to be a lot of projects that do this, right? But you see, like, this is definitely a cabal play. Like, the cabal found a good project that had good distribution. And like, okay, this is good. The narrative checks out. The people who had this probably sucked. They just wanted to make money. Let's fucking pump this the way it's supposed to be pumped. And that's what you're seeing with some of these coins, right? Aura was a good one. Like, man, I'm mad I didn't hold my Aura. Like, y'all could ask the J5 Council. Like, I told J5 Council about Aura like 6 months ago. I was like, bro, this is the one. And I didn't even follow my own fucking thesis and got rid of my Aura. And look, it did a 70x overnight. Labubu, the hottest toy in Asia. There you go. So yeah, it probably was a very viral toy in the dev and previous community didn't do shit with it. CTO came in, cabal CTO clearly because it's at 44 million and pumped this thing, bro. The CTO came in and really pumped this shit. Let's look at the distro. A lot of bundles, a lot of fucking bundles, but they're not big bundles, right? But you can see a lot of bundles. You got a couple influencer bundles here. This is influencer bundle here. Oh no, this is a KOL bundle here. You got two, no, one, two, three KOL bundles. Not bad distro, but definitely some bundles going on there. Let me see my KOLs. Looks like Ansem has a bag. So yeah, this is gonna be. They probably gonna push this. They probably just pushing shit right now. That's what I'm saying, man. We need to CTO something and push something, bro, and get a bag, bro. So easy to do this, but you gotta find a group of people that's on the same page, bro. That's all it is, bro. Everybody, if you can find a group of people that's on the same page, like, look, this token viral. Let's just CTO. We don't even gotta create a token. We could just CTO this shit. You gotta find the people on the same page, bro. But I don't know. But this shit look like it's about to stand again. Look at the MACD crossing bullish, volume coming in. RSI about to cross back bullish. Look like it's ready for another leg to about 70, 80 million. Probably another 2, 3x. I'm saying though, man, if y'all are trying to start like a trench group or a C2 CTO group, if you serious about it, bro, only want serious people, bro. Serious people. You serious about it. This is the best time to send some shit. Got 30 people in here. I made a little bag. Gonna leave it before the name switch. I can't remember. Little boo boo. I just seen that token on CoinMarketCap 2 weeks ago. Yeah, man, they sent it, didn't they? They really, really sent it. Crypto introvert. Yeah, they sent that shit. Crypto introvert. I don't know why your name sound familiar. You got a crypto channel? You cover Jasmine and shit? Maybe I'm talking about the wrong person. I have no clue. All right, I'm about to get up out of here, man, and hit the trenches. This looks like it's some money to be made in this market today. And I gotta go get it. I gotta go get it. Guys, if y'all try to, create a little, like I said, I got a little trench group. If you're trying to join it, you're trying to, you know what I mean, CTO some shit, let me know. Outside of that, I'm about to get up off this stream and go hit the trenches myself. I'm locking myself in the trenches today, baby. All right, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Do what you do. Enjoy your Wednesday. Remember, Wednesday says told for Thursday. Drink some water, health as well. Tell a family member you love them today. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you the next one.